Live from America West Arena, it's the Phoenix Suns Halftime Report. Brought to you by the experienced attorneys at Phillips & Associates. Phillips & Associates can help you with any bankruptcy, criminal, or accident injury.
Suns with a season-high 68 points in the first half, and we're ready now for the induction of Charles Barkley into the Suns Ring of Honor. And let's go out now and join the voice of the Suns, Al McCoy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Phoenix Suns invite you to enjoy a very special halftime ceremony. Please welcome the Master of Ceremonies and voice of the Phoenix Suns, Al McCoy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a privilege tonight, and I'm happy you're here with me, as finally we are able to induct into the Suns Ring of Honor one of the greatest guys ever to lace up the shoes and put on the uniform of the Suns, your friend and mine, Charles Barkley. But we have some people here that we want you to meet tonight. We have a lot of Chuck's friends and family, and we want you to know all these folks that are here out on the floor tonight to help us make this celebration. Oh, and do we have Hall of Famers? We have a lot of them. First of all, I want you to say hello to a Hall of Famer, great guy, Bob Lanier. Big Bob Lanier. And everybody knows Magic Johnson. This next gentleman, I know Charles is extremely happy he was able to be with us tonight. And I have to say this, it's a treat for all of us to have him here at America West Arena this weekend. The winningest guy ever to put on an NBA uniform, and the man that made shot blocking an art form, Bill Russell. Oh yes, you talk about Hall of Famers. How about the greatest scorer in the history of the NBA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem, great to have you back in the NBA. Good luck with the Knicks. Great to have you where you belong, in the NBA. Well, a couple of former Suns also seated there. You know them very well, Vinny Del Negro and John Shumate. And we have some former teammates of Sir Charles. Say hello to Alex Stivrins, my buddy Tim Kempton, and Sox Elliot Perry, E.J. Eddie Johnson, the pride of Arkansas, Joe Klein, our own Cedric Savalos, and the Suns' Mark West. And yes, we do have some gentlemen here that are going to be joined in that Ring of Honor by Sir Charles. And you know them all, starting off with our own Hall of Famer, the Hawk, Connie Hawkins. The original Sun, Dick Van Arsdale. The Oklahoma Kid, Alvin Adams. And it's nice to see Paul Westfall. Hey, Westy. Tom Chambers. The original trainer of the Suns. The Prost, Magic Fingers, Joe Prosky. And you all know Thunder Dan Marley. Suns Senior Executive Vice President, part-time broadcaster, Cotton Fitzsimmons. And the Suns Managing General Partner and CEO, Jerry Colangelo. Well, now it's so great that Charles could have some of his family here tonight. His brothers, Darryl Barkley and John Glenn. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. And Mom is here tonight. Mom, Charcy Glenn, please stand up. Charles's wife, Maureen, and his lovely daughter, Christiana. Okay, now you know everybody, right? Well, as you know, when he had that basketball in his hands, he was magic. and he still is. Now a TNT partner of Charles, Magic Johnson. Magic, come on up if you would, please. Magic Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to say good evening to everybody. And not only, thank you. I want to say from Kenny and Ernie and your whole TNT family, we want to say congratulations to you. You meant so much to all of us in terms of the NBA, but what I'm most proud of, you speak for people who don't have a voice. You speak for the poor. You speak for the disadvantaged. And I think God has really blessed you and going to use you in a bigger arena now. And I look forward to working with you more as you get into all your businesses. And I want to tell you a story. In 1992, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Ewing, Robinson, Malone, all of us represented the Dream Team. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. And for 2 months as we trained to get ready to represent the United States, this man was the best player out of all the players. He dominated every single night, every practice. And he was also the most exciting player. So thank you for giving me that honor of playing with you. And I just want to say, may God continue to bless you, man. And you've been my partner, my friend, and I look forward to doing more things with you. Congratulations on the Ring of Honor.
Magic Johnson. Thank you, Magic. Well, I know Charles has enjoyed playing with a lot of teammates, but all of us love that 1992-93 basketball team. And here's one of Charles's teammates from that great team, Thunder Dan, already in the Ring of Honor, Dan Martin.
All right. Well, first of all, I'd like to say how honored I am here to be here tonight, to be a part of this celebration. Charles has always been a favorite of mine. And I'd like to say personally thanks to Jerry for letting this evening happen tonight. Thank you, Jerry. It's great. We all know Charles. I'm pleased to be there tonight. You know, there hasn't been too many players in the NBA who could dominate a game like Charles could, especially at his size. He's not he's 6'6". He could dominate with his rebound, his scoring. And that's what he brought to our team, especially in 92-93. I played 3 years with Charles. And all 3 years, we lost to the eventual champions. So, Charles, I just want to tell you to make sure you know how I feel. Those 3 years that I played with you were the greatest basketball years of my life. And as I know for a lot of people in this building, probably everybody, I look back at those memories almost every day, and I can't thank you enough for those. And you were a great teammate. You're a great friend. You were a joy to play with. You came to play every night. You're fun to hang out with, and I enjoyed every minute of it. So thank you very much. And on behalf of myself and the rest of the Ring of Honor members, we're going to present you with a plaque that has your number 34, Charles Barkley, Phoenix jersey. So thank you, Charles.
Dan Marley, Thunder Dan. Well, I don't know where all of you were in June of 1992, but I'll never forget the day. And somebody had to make the move. Somebody had to make the deal with Philadelphia to get Charles Barkley in a Suns uniform. And here's the guy that made the deal, Jerry Colangelo. Jerry?
Thank you, Al. Charles, this is the night that I think brings a lot of closure to a lot of things, all in a positive way. It's about recognition. It's about celebration. And as we talked about giving you some gifts, it was pretty difficult to come up with items that would really be fitting because you have everything. So we came up with our first gift. We know that you care about young people. So with help from Home Depot, we're renovating a room at the Peoria Boys and Girls Club, which will include computers, a study area, a group project center, and a library corner. And this will be called the Charles Barkley Reading and Learning Center. Now, I know you like watches, and you have quite a few watches. This is a very special watch. It's a limited edition Girard Perregaux watch. It's a handmade Swiss timepiece, 18-karat rose gold, sapphire crystal, crocodile leather band. Cotton? Most of you probably read the story this morning in the Republic. Sports section. One of our former ball boys, Jay Stats, shared a story. It talked about Charles taking care of him, looking out for him, looking out for the little guy. And so when we asked Charles, what could we do for you, he repeatedly said, cash. Not for himself, but for his foundation. So that's what we've done. We've got a $50,000 check for you, Charles. Charles, you deserve to be up there. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jerry. Well, we all know the great career that Charles has had. We've all talked about the great 1992-93 season when he was the league's MVP. Let's take a look back at that great career. Let me direct your attention to the screens, and let's roll the video.
Baby, 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 when all your love is gone, who will save me from all I'm up against out in this world? And maybe you'll find something that's enough to keep you. But if the bright lights don't receive you, you should turn yourself around and come on home.
Just a look back. Well, Charles, over the last 32 years, I've seen a few Suns basketball games. I've never seen anybody put on the uniform of the Suns that played with more passion, intensity, desire, or that had more of a will to win. But maybe even more important than that, I've never seen anyone with a bigger heart. Thanks for all those great moments that I had an opportunity to talk about. And now, some 19,000 of your friends and me want to make it official. Moving up into the Suns' Ring of Honor, right next to his pal Don Marley. Let's hear it. It's official. In the Suns' Ring of Honor, Charles Barkley.
Hey, you guys, I tell people this all the time. I have had the most remarkable life. We all have great lives. I always say if I die tomorrow, I just need 10 seconds, 15 seconds to thank God for giving me a wonderful life. And number one, I want to thank all of these guys, my teammates. I love you guys, man. My family, we have exceeded all my expectations. I don't care how cocky or arrogant or great you think you are, I have exceeded all my expectations. These guys here, you guys probably might not get to meet everybody here, but man, what a great group of guys to go up there with. I want to make sure that Mr. Lanier, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Russell, Mr. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I can never thank the guys who paved the way for me enough, ever. Man, basketball, I feel like playing sports is the greatest job in the world. My last 3 or 4 years in Philadelphia were really difficult. When you play on a bad team, you know, people talk about how much money you make. It is really difficult. And I just want to thank Jerry Colangelo and Cotton Fitzsimmons for bringing me to Phoenix, Arizona. This was, and Dan Martin's already said it, this was the best time in basketball in my entire life. And I tell you something, one of my Magic Johnson, what he says, man, I've been very blessed and fortunate. Everybody talk about what a great player he was, but what he's doing in these inner cities, he's become my mentor. I want to help poor people, and I'm going to continue to do that forever. And thank him for that. And I want to say this. I don't rank them. I don't rank them at all. But I can never parlay to you guys what this night means to me. There are a lot of words I can say. It's unbelievable, it's flattering, it's humbling, whatever, but it doesn't do it justice. So one of my good friends, one of my really good friends, Joe Morgan, said to me one night, we were talking, I always try to pick the older guy's brain. And he said something to me, I said, about the first time he met Jackie Robinson. He said, I kind of was going through all these different things to say to Jackie Robinson. And then I just found out, you know what, I just walked up to him and I just said, thank you. So to all you, I used to always say, 19 and 23,000, my closest friends, that's it. Thank you.
Charles Barkley in the Suns Ring of Honor. Thank you, everybody. It's been a terrific night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this evening with Charles and his friends. Congratulations again to number 34, Charles Barkley. A great career, and I'm happy it was here in a great part with the Suns. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to Terry Porter and the Milwaukee Bucks for allowing us to take this time, and let's play some basketball.
This has been the Phoenix Suns Halftime Report, brought to you by the experienced attorneys at Phillips & Associates. Phillips & Associates.
Out the corner of my eye, just been there.
It's not your imagination. You can get big taste for just $1 on the dollar menu. A sausage McMuffin with egg for breakfast, a big and tasty sandwich for lunch or dinner. Only on the dollar menu. And only at McDonald's.
It's remote, yet close enough to see city lights. It's brand new, but has style and character. It's Pulte at West Wing Mountain. 3 neighborhoods, 8 model homes, 1 or 2-story plans available. It's a Pulte home, recipient of J.D. Power & Associates, highest in customer satisfaction in Phoenix. And you can get in on the ground floor, from the low 200s to the low 400s. Pulte Homes at West Wing Mountain, Peoria on 83rd Avenue and Jomax. Pulte, the way it should be.
You know my mommies and daddies love Bell Honda.
It's the payment. Right now at Bell Honda, brand new Civics are just $139 a month. Civics for $139 a month. Brand new Accords are just $189 a month. With Accords at $189 a month.
It's the payment. Civics just $139 a month. Accords $189 a month. Rush to Bell Honda for the payment today. Just east of I-17 on Bell Road.
The Room Store is #1 in selection and #1 in sales of Sealy Posturepedic in Arizona. Only the Room Store has a no-hassle money-back satisfaction guarantee. We'll beat any price, any day. Buy it today and sleep on it tomorrow, and we'll remove your old mattress and box spring set free. And save $50 to $800 on premium, super premium, and ultra premium Sealy and Posturepedic mismatch sets. And get no money down, no interest, and no payments for 18 full months.
We put it all together and save you more at the Room Store.
Ends Tuesday.
You deserve to be served by your city. So go touch every nerve of your city. Just flow through all the verbs of your city. Strap your shoes and trek through the streets. This place is unique with the faces of every girl and guy that make these buildings scrape the sky. Sidewalks lined with landmarks and restaurants where lamppost lights twinkle like city stars, illuminating with the sultry settings of culture and art. And it starts with you. Be city.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Wardrobe for Suns broadcasters furnished by the Clothery in the Biltmore Fashion Park. Voted Arizona's best men's store.
Well, we continue the halftime with Eddie Johnson. I'm Gary Bender, and what a memorable halftime it was. The 10th person to go into the Suns Ring of Honor, Charles Barkley, very emotional. All of the people here, Eddie, I know you were out there, and there were a few tears shed and some joy at the same time.
Well, you know, I talked to Charles on the radio a couple of days ago, and he said he didn't want to cry. Well, he did. But, you know, the difference in all those other guys in the Ring of Honor and Charles, the fans, I think, were behind him being there more than everyone else. And I think that helped Jerry make his decision. It made it easy for him, and excellent ceremony.
Yeah, it was, and the crowd, it was so spontaneous, a reaction. I mean, they didn't want to quit applauding him, the standing ovation, and I saw Cotton Fitzsimmons. He was crying like a baby, and rightfully so. And it's just, you really need to go back once in a while and recapture the history of what has happened here. And I had forgotten some of the plays. To see the video of him, especially in that year when they went to the NBA Finals.
Well, that's why, as a fan and even as a player, you have to enjoy your moment, because that moment can go quickly. Yes. And I'm sure people thought that Charles would be here forever on the court playing. They would see that type of play. The Suns would have a chance to win titles. But sometimes you just have to sit back and enjoy it and appreciate it. And I think it gave the fans tonight a chance to reflect back on it.
Hey, we have another half, don't we? I forgot.
Yes.
We got a basketball
and
game
the Suns are hot.
Well, they are from three-point land, and we're going to show that a little bit. They were 5 of 7 from three-point land just in the second quarter.
Well, moving the ball and not rushing shots. When the Suns are rushing three-pointers, they tend to struggle. But they got three-pointers within their offense. Out of the double team, good passes across court. Good rotation of the ball, giving Sean Marion good...
Thanks for joining us on a very special edition of the ASR. Bob Pacello, Laura Oakman. The game you just saw here on the net, the Suns, a tremendous effort in beating the Bucks, but the outcome taking a backseat to the halftime ceremony. Charles Barkley in the spotlight tonight.
They say better late than never, and it was great. Charles finally getting his due tonight, and our Kevin McCabe was smack dab in the middle of all the love.
Suns fans stood on their feet for much of the halftime ceremony that featured former NBA greats, including Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Bill Russell, as well as former teammates of Sir Charles with the Suns, and of course his fellow Ring of Fame alums. Barkley was presented a variety of gifts, a little love from Jerry Colangelo, and then the unveiling of his number 34 in the rafters.
This was, and Dan Martin's already said it, this was the best time in basketball in my entire life. So to all you, I used to always say, 19 and 23,000 of my closest friends, that's it. Thank you.
After the ceremony, Barkley continued to give back to the fans, signing autographs and taking one more shot at this sportscaster for his affinity for Krispy Kreme donuts.
You didn't cry neither. It was tough. Hey, you know what's funny? You mentioned
Why's that?
the Krispy Kreme thing.
Why? I was going to bring you some.
I think it's really unfair. I think the greatest thing in the world is, I don't think it's fair that Krispy Kreme had a little hot sign. That's like the cruise, I don't want to say crucifix, they'll be killing me on TV. But that's like a really unfair thing. That's like crack. That little red Krispy Kreme.
So now
sign.
you see why I got to be the size I am.
Oh no, you've been eating more than Krispy Kreme.
With the newest member of the Suns Ring of Fame, I'm Kevin McCabe for your Arizona Sports Report.
How perfect is that? Charles Barkley in the middle of this fantastic honor, but he has time to rip Kevin McCabe.
Gotta love him for that.
Yes. Besides loving basketball, which of course we know he did, there is no one who's enjoyed fame more than Charles. We know that really one of the rare guys that didn't treat celebrity like a prison. He loves it. He told me once that he hopes there's no such thing as reincarnation because no other life could top his. I love that attitude.
Well, I'll tell you what, how can you not like Charles? Whether you agree with what he has to say or not, you really have to like the guy. And tonight, the speech was perfect. It was gracious. and it was eloquent.
And humble. Who would have
And
thought it? Well, that is just a little taste of Sir Charles. Later in the show, we're heading back out to AWA for more on tonight's game and Charles Barkley's induction into the Ring of Honor. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Our Alaska Airlines
Ring of Honor, right next to his pal Don Marley. Let's hear it. It's official. In the Suns Ring of Honor, Charles Barkley.
Well, the Suns were hosting the Bucks, but tonight's game took a back seat to the halftime show. Yeah, even when he's not playing, Charles Barkley still manages to steal the spotlight. Charles doesn't want us to view him as a role model. We know that, but watching him tonight, we were reminded what a joy he was to watch on the court, and even more so off of it. He has Sir Charles in charge tonight. His number 34 got his much-deserved honors, and his good buddy Magic Johnson on hand. And they saw a good Suns effort. Leandro Barbosa nails the three. He had 10, Suns of 4. They were hot, hot, hot from three-point range. Second quarter, Joe Johnson hits the three. 9 for 16 from three-point range. Suns by 4. And that gets Zurich, gets it down low, jams it in, Bucks down 2, but hold on, they're about to blow this thing open.
Yeah, Mari at it again after an off night last night. Oh, man, did he come to play. 27 points, 8 boards in just 31 minutes. All Suns as they blew it wide open in the second half. And how about the Magic Man? Magic Lampe. Bucket right there, the fall away, and then he wasn't done. Scored a career-high 17, 7 rebounds, and the Suns get it done big time on Sir Charles's night.
And what can you say? Just great ball movement with 5 Suns in double figures, 4 starters. Phoenix finally putting an end to that wicked 5-game home losing streak, and I think Charles is a good luck charm, don't you think? Yeah. Next up, the fellows hit the road for a 4-game road trip in 5 days, starting Tuesday at Cleveland, taking on LeBron and his Cavs.
Well, hopefully you had the net dialed up this afternoon as the D-backs made their season debut on our air. And
Maryland's great run is over. Syracuse holds on 72-70. Next up, Alabama.
Taking to Buffalo, UConn, the Paul Huskies trying to punch their ticket to the Valley. Ben Gordon breaks it down.